Hello and good morning, everybody. Well, welcome to week 4 already in the course. It's hard to believe how quickly the term goes by. I've been doing this for about 30 years and it just never ceases to amaze me. Okay, a couple of things real quickly. Just a reminder, your paper, again, it's not due until March 11th, and I realize that may sound like far away, but look how quickly we've gone through this month already. So again, I know I've said this before, but when looking at the paper, be sure you understand what the guidelines are, what it is I'm looking for there, and then let me put this down just a little bit. There we go. And then make sure that you have met those guidelines. And the best thing you can always do is to try to break it out into an outline and then fill in the blanks on the outline. Again, if you have any questions on the paper, just shoot me an email, or again, I'm always willing to look at a draft. Your midterm exam is coming up in a couple of weeks, week 6. Now, the midterm exam, what I do is during that week, the exam is the only thing you got to work on. There's no quiz, there's no discussion board. All you're working on is the midterm exam. So just like the paper, what I usually suggest to students is to look at the exam, look at the guidelines, look at the rubric, and then make sure you draw yourself a little outline and then fill in the blanks on that outline, and you'll do fine there, no problem. And again, as always, if there's any questions, be sure you get a hold of me. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about is this week's discussion board, which is about what's known as DeJure segregation. There's forced segregation, if you will, the idea that residential segregation, where you just don't rent or allow people to live in certain areas because of their race or ethnicity or whatever. DeJure segregation is a little more subtle, and I've been reading a really good book lately. It's 1,000 pages by Ron Chernow, Grant, obviously about Ulysses S. Grant. And the interesting thing about Grant is he was a strongly anti-slavery, an abolitionist. And the thing to look at when we're looking at slavery post-Civil War, Grant was one of those who worked hard to try to make sure that African Americans had equal rights, were able to vote. Some of the largest numbers of African Americans in holding political office occurred right after the Civil War, until DeJure segregation started to take hold and Southern blacks rebelled in many ways. But what I always try to remind students, whenever we're looking at these kinds of issues that occurred sometime in the past, is to put them into their, what we call their socio-historical context. These days there's a lot of controversy about slave owners, about Confederate statues, these kind of things. And while it's easy for us in 2018 to criticize these things and think harshly about them, we have to put them into their context. And that helps us, I think, to understand how these things could possibly have occurred and how they evolve to where we are today. So that's about all I've got for you this morning. I'm going to keep it short, like me. Beautiful weather here in Oregon. We've had some very nice days lately. Temperature yesterday was in the low 60s, I believe. And the best thing is it's not raining, so very un-Oregon-like. So I hope, again, you all have a great week. And as always, I'm here for you. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help you in the course. So have a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.